Okay, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Now, you know, they're looking into, we talked about this guy, Rob Goldstein, okay, the emails from Emin Agalavers the Agalavers, I guess, published this. Rob Goldstein to Trump Jr. suggest that they have given high-level and sensitive information from Russia's top prosecutor that he wanted to pass on to Trump campaign as part of his Russia and government support for Mr. Trump. This guy is a publicist. This guy is a singer, a pop star over there. His dad is known as the Donald Trump of Russia. There's nothing here. That's all there is to it. Nothing here. Let me move on. They want Mark Judge. Okay? Now, Kavanaugh, they want Mark Judge. And the reason they demand Judge testify. Why do they keep wanting Judge to testify? Why not find others? Why Judge? As it happens, Judge, as it happens, used to write for conservative website The Daily Caller. He once wrote the masterpiece, The End of My White Guilt, in which he concluded that an unknown thief who stole his bike was probably black. Okay? Now, I'm not going to go any deeper into this or verify it. Okay? But I'm telling you now, they want Mark Judge. Because unlike Brett Kavanaugh, okay, Judge basically cannot say the same things Brett Kavanaugh could say in the hearing. Judge would be attacked. You know, jokingly and not taking sides, we all have that bad friend. Now, either you are the bad friend or you're the friend that the bad friend talked you into doing things. Judge may be one of those guys that got in a little bit of trouble and Kavanaugh never would go along for the ride. You know, no, my mom said I can't ride in cars. No, my mom said I have to be home by 9. No, my mom said I have to do my homework. Now, these are Catholic school kids. I know the trouble I just got into, but I'm just telling you, I know these are Catholic school kids. So is Judge the one Catholic school kid? You know, a little bit of trouble. I can name 5 of them right now and replace the name Judge. Trust me. Good people, honest people, just mischievous, okay? I don't think Judge was the guy that said, hey, let's find the drugs and let's drug these women and let's start a line out the door. I don't think that happened. But do I think Mark Judge once sought babe with God-given sex appeal and curves for Daily Caller shoot? Okay, Mark Judge, the man Christine Blasey Ford said was in the room with Kavanaugh, allegedly assaulted her, once took to Craigslist to seek a hot bikini model with sex appeal to appear in a video for the Conservative Political Action Conference. Okay? Now, I'm not saying it's right, but have you been to a trade show? Okay? Have you been to the car show? Just saying. Just saying. Have you been to a convention center at a trade show? I mean, it's amazing how these crazy things are going on, but if a woman is attractive, hey, honey, I want to go over there and see the new Buicks. I don't know why. Something over there is just luring me over to want to find out if I can, you know, I want to look at that Buick over there. Maybe she knows something about them. I'm sorry, man. I mean, come on, get real, please, America. I know Judge As It Happened used to write for the conservative website, that Daily Caller. The End of My White Guilt. Maybe I need to look that one up. While you think if this is actually the Mark Judge we're talking about, and if you think this is accurate, do you think what they will do if they get him on the stand? Why can you not tell us that this guy, friends with this guy, he's got to be lying over here? I'm telling you, they want Mark Judge. Huffington Post, let me look at that before we close. If it'll come up here, my computer's running slow. I need a computer, okay? Let's see what is on the headlines. Dem aides, GOP knew more was coming, and it hit the gas. The Dems have set on these stories. George Soros and his friends found Ramirez. The Dems put out searches to find these people. They needed somebody to corroborate. The Dems have set on all this information and released it. And now they're blaming the Republicans. They say the Republicans had the information, and now they're hitting the gas because they know more is coming out. That's from the Huff Post. Okay. Kavanaugh trots out virginity defense on Fox News. Avenatti issues warning to Trump and Kavanaugh. Be very, very careful about what you do next, Stormy Daniels' attorney says. So that is on the Huffington Post. And McConnell promises McConnell on the Hill promises Senate vote on Kavanaugh. That was on the Hill. He promises that. All right. And this is, I want you to take time this afternoon if you get it. I mean, I'm at 9:45. Far left activist accost Cruz family at restaurant. Far left activist harassed Senator Ted Cruz of Texas and his wife Heidi out of the restaurant in Washington, D.C. Monday night, according to video posted by an Antifa Twitter account. Okay? The activist repeatedly screamed, we believe survivors," in the restaurant, disrupting the business and its customers and forcing the Cruz family to leave. At one point, one of the protesters told Cruz that his Democratic challenger, Beto O'Rourke, was way hotter than him. That's good. Good to know. Cruz didn't win on the hot level. Cruz would not respond. Cruz would only respond saying, "God bless you," although he did not become he didn't. They tried to block Heidi. All Cruz would say is, "God bless you." Here's the Antifa video on here, the Smash Racism DC, okay? And here is the video, which I should have sent over to Josh here. We believe survivors! 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 Beto is way hotter than you do! We believe survivors! We believe survivors! We believe survivors! God bless you! Let my wife through. We believe survivors! For God, we believe survivors! We believe survivors! We believe survivors! We believe survivors! Let my wife through. Believe survivors! We believe survivors! We believe survivors! We believe survivors! Best friend! Cancel Kavanaugh for women's rights! For rights of every women's rights! Maxine Waters, we'd like to give you the award for telling them, push them out of restaurants, attack them no matter where they're at. Attack, attack, attack. Let them know they're not welcome here. The evil, the absolute evil. You should watch that video, okay? You should absolutely watch that video. Kavanaugh's fate from the Hill rests on Senator Collins. Why does it rest on Senator Collins? Why? Okay. So let's go to the Twitter deck. I've only got a couple minutes here because we have instant replay with Dave Garner coming up, our next show. So yesterday at the UN, okay, Trump takes the time to sit down with Macron from France, okay, Macron, all right. Trump will not meet with Iran. The Twitter deck is coming up here, but he takes the time to meet with Macron yesterday, the French president, but he snubs Justin Trudeau. Okay, 2 hours ago, the President of the United States said on Twitter, despite request, I have no plans to meet with Iranian President Hassan Rouhani. Maybe someday in the future. I am sure he is absolutely a lovely man. Trump is, I tell you, I'm sure he's a lovely man. I'm not sitting down with him. Republican Party, okay, favorability is higher than it's been in 7 years, 3 points higher than Democrats. That's a Gallup poll that is out this morning. 10 hours ago, the President of the United States said the Democrats are working hard to destroy a wonderful man and a man who has the potential to be one of our greatest Supreme Court justices ever, with an array of false accusations like the likes of which have never been seen before. 11 hours ago, he just typed in all capital letters, remember the midterms. And then 14 hours ago, it was my great honor to welcome President Emmanuel Macron of France to the United States here in New York City this evening. A lot of pictures of him and Macron. It was a great honor to welcome President Asazi of Egypt, all right, to the United States this afternoon in New York City. Let's see. Joint statement on the United States-Korea Free Trade Agreement. Brett Kavanaugh and his wife Ashley to be interviewed. I'm looking down through here. Let's see. It was a great honor to welcome and meet the President of South Korea in New York today. Let's see. Today we commit to fighting the drug epidemic together. They won't talk about that on the Twitter. I can't see where he met Justin Trudeau. He snubbed him yesterday. Absolutely snubbed him. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Let me just say this, okay? Don't forget, right after this show, the instant replay with Dave Garner. It's a great sports show right after this one. Now, don't forget, on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights, tonight is Pickens Power Half Hour Dragon Talk. And Pickens Power Half Hour Dragon Talk. And that's tonight at 7 o'clock on our Team FYN Sports Facebook Live. We do that live on Facebook, but you can also find that the following day on YouTube. That night on YouTube, we put it up on YouTube. FYNTV Fetcher News, if you want to watch the sports shows. And we also load them up on Team FYN Sports. Go to FetcherNews.com. Go to Team FYN Sports. You can find them there. And you can also find the sports shows on FYNTV.com on demand. So many different ways you can watch the sports shows. So that's tonight. Pickens Power Half Hour Dragon Talk at 7 o'clock. Last night we were up in Union County where we talked to Coach Brian Allison of the Union Panthers. Great time last night. And every Thursday is Carla's Corner. We like that. Every Friday we are at Sycamore Crossing. Sycamore Crossing, up in Blue Ridge. Now, yesterday started feeling like fall. We have made a decision. We'd like to stay longer, but we have made a decision to go indoors in October, so we'll be back at Circuit World. Let's run through pictures, Josh. I want to make just some final statements on the pictures. Brett Kavanaugh, we're all looking at today. I didn't want to focus all day on it, but go to number 1. That's Kirsten Gillibrand. Okay, Kirsten Gillibrand, New York Senator. Brett Kavanaugh is guilty as charged just because we said it. Number 2, Ramirez. So drunk that night, she doesn't know what happened. Took her 6 days to get her memory together with the help of her attorney to even get the story out. Number 3, the low-life piece of garbage Avenatti, Stormy Daniels' attorney, that will release in the next 48 hours evidence he claims of the sexual train that Kavanaugh and his friend created. Take a number. I'm serious, that's how gross it is, okay? Number 4, forget the guy's name, but remember, this is the attorney and his entire group. Is it Raffman or whatever? The entire group has joined Christine Blasey Ford's attorney, Katz, and the team. He gets personally $1,000 an hour. He happens to also be the attorney of number 5. All right, Andrew McCabe, number 5. There you go. And number 6, Stormy Daniels. We want to bring the credibility of Avenatti's claims up. And let's go to, let's bypass this. Let's go to Kavanaugh sent a letter to Congress. Let's go to number 14. I know we got to close. Kavanaugh's letter to the Senate Judicial Committee. You got to understand, I started the show with this. This is not the Republicans growing a spine. Don't get caught off guard that the Republicans have a spine now. This is Donald Trump and Brett Kavanaugh and Don McGahn and Kelly inside. This is the White House saying they will not be pushed around. They will not remove Kavanaugh's name. Kavanaugh's staying until you give him a vote and show the American people truly what's happening in this disgraceful time. I will not be intimidated into withdrawing from the process. Told you at the beginning of the show. He's not withdrawing. He would if Trump called and said, you're out. He would if Kelly said, get over here now. And Don McGahn, remember Don McGahn? Oh my God, Don McGahn, the White House, counsel that is leaving. Really? Don McGahn sat behind Kavanaugh the whole time? Obviously, Don McGahn is not suggesting to the President of the United States, Mr. President, I am White House counsel. I suggest we ask Brett to back away because next week they're going to find an illegal that cut his grass and we're in big trouble then. So we better back away and start all over. So you got McGahn, Kelly, President. Kavanaugh is strong. He's not a weak-kneed liberal. Oh no, that could get him in trouble. So he is strong and they're not backing out. Don't think Mitch McConnell, Grassley and them have grown a spine. Hasn't happened. The White House. Kavanaugh says, I will not be intimidated into withdrawing from the process. The coordinated effort to destroy my good name will not drive me out. The vile threats of violence against my family will not drive me out. The last-minute character assassination will not succeed, okay? Iran on notice, President of the United States, number 16. Number 16, President of the United States will be addressing the United Nations today. It'll be an American First speech. Let me leave it here. Let's go to 22. If replaced, says replacement should take step back, do thorough review. Trump's lawyer, pause Russia probe if Rosenstein leaves. If he leaves, we need to pause this thing, okay? And fire drill day in Washington, number 25. Number 25, fire drill day in Washington. And I want to go back to one picture before we close, Josh, that I just had up. This is a pretty interesting one at 5:22 Eastern Time. Put up number 15, okay? True Center for Gender Diversity Children's Hospital, Colorado. I'm serious, folks. True Center for Gender Diversity, Children's Hospital of Colorado, removing gender markers. They'll no longer get the blue and pink cap. They'll no longer get the blue and pink wristbands. It's not easy growing up with an expansive gender identity or expression. We are here to support you on this journey, whatever that may be. This is a safe place. Removing gender markers, the true center of gender identity, Children's Hospital of Colorado. Just telling you folks, it's coming off everything. Birth certificates is going to come off of. And let's go to the one I've got marked 35 with all the numbers. Folks, take a minute to write these down. These are the 11 white guys. These are the 11 Republican Senate Judicial Committee members that have to get Kavanaugh's nomination out to the floor for a vote. Tell them, there's the 11 white guys. Tell them, there's no use to call a Democrat. Tell them you demand, call all 11, that you demand Kavanaugh be sent to the floor for a full vote by the Senate. I'm your host, BKP. It's now time for Instant Replay with Dave Garner. I will see you tomorrow morning, Wednesday, right here on this show.